It's another one about Arrington-Bey. Also, I wanted to say, this is March 31st, 2019. As a Hebrew Muslim, as your wife this lifetime, my nationality is British American. I realize how important the 10 Amendments are, freedom of speech. Now, we don't, Imani Gray-Bey, my son, and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, rejected science that caused masses to be telepathic. And when you are not able to speak about something that is not causing harm, okay, in the open, okay, you are relinquishing your rights as a citizen in this country, which is connected to freedom. So you are navigating as privileges. So with privileges. So if you cannot speak about having a science of telepathy without fear. Now, if you choose to take an oath or affirm to not to, and then you want to uphold that, then that's one thing. Or if you, for whatever reason. But if you cannot speak about certain sciences, and then in return you feel violated because someone else can, you feel cheated because someone else can, it lets you know that masses of people probably have relinquished their rights. They're not in a constitutional fold and are navigating with privileges. And privileges is connected to bondage, slavery, being used as slaves. Because if you're not able to navigate with rights, then you are definitely being used as a slave and connected to that spirit of bondage. And so in that, you are vulnerable to be used to cause harm, to be used as spiritual terrorists, physical terrorists, mental terrorists. And so what I experienced a few moments ago when I was keeping my mind still is because I'm among too many that are being used as slaves to cause harm, because they have chosen to relinquish their rights in this country, in that jurisdiction, and navigate with privileges. Islam. So this is what I've learned, and so this is connecting to breeding those that are not like us in spirit, soul, forcefully. This is connected to harm. This is connected to everything that goes against the natural energies of freedom. Okay, so what I'm about to do now is end this. Give you testimony. Yesterday, as I was walking back to to American Extended Stay, I noticed a police car was driving around American Extended Stay, a police car, and as soon as the police car stopped driving around American Extended Stay, I told you when Arrington-Bey, my youngest son, was visiting, people would start saying police when they was around American Extended Stay. Now I see police officers drive around in the morning in the little pickup, in the little SUV. They come into Burger King. Burger King gives them a free discount. So they come into Burger King, and Burger King gives them a free discount. So that's a great thing. So I noticed that a police officer was driving around American Extended Stay, and then after he pulled away, I started hearing that same mumbling, because I was inside, like the black Negro males or male accent mumbling in a desperate tone. As I was entering my room. A lot of times it's I didn't look to see what it's outside the room saying "I love you." It has like a Negro accent to it. I don't know, but this is the same male Negro accent, mumbling in an eerie, desperate tone. Someone has called my number a few times in the past month when my phone was turned off. I have an old phone. It went to voicemail, but they didn't leave a message. And I can tell because it paused for a moment and they hung up. And so once again, I find this odd. I told you I had to write a letter to American Descendant State because someone tried to open the door. So anyway, I brought that up because Abbas Malik Bey was spiritually attacked while he came to visit me. And they kept, and that while he was being spiritually attacked, his joints were locking up. They kept saying "brother" outside a lot of times in a desperate manner. Like it's like either you get with the brother, or we're gonna continue to. And this is what it seemed like, but I could be wrong. I don't know who was doing it, but outside, or and then simultaneously, so you can understand how this thought process came about. Abbas is locking up and behaving like he is in pain, and he's trying to free himself and not be in pain, and he's only 19 years old. So this was yesterday, so that was March the 30th when I saw the police car driving around, and then as I entered my room, someone like that same mumbling, desperate voice was speaking. And then I noticed as I was walking around today, a Mexican, it looked like, walking around with a cell phone. Many times those implied to be connected to the United States military are around when those that look to be from Mexico are walking around with a cell phone in their hand, and I might experience a mental attack. My genitals might be, they imply to be connected to the United States Navy and the Army, and my genitals are attacked in a spiritual manner. So then that looked to be from Mexico, walking around with a cell phone in their hand. So it's interesting being among a telepathic community who is navigating with privileges and are vulnerable to be used as terrorists spiritually, mentally, and physically because they have not taken an oath or affirmed to uphold these laws of freedom that reside or stated in our Constitution of 1787, the proclamations of Abraham Lincoln and 13th Amendment, 20 sections. So they are navigating in a foreign jurisdiction that does not even consider them to be human. They just use them as chattel property. Islam. So we know white is not a nationality. You have to claim a nationality in order to be in the constitutional fold. White is not a nationality. You know, black, Negro is not a nationality. The Constitution does not recognize those terms as nationalities to be included in the Constitution. So that is interesting to know. So I'm just finishing up with the video as I was keeping my mind still and the importance of not causing harm through your thoughts, words, and deeds. So what I'm doing is giving a statement, Dwayne Bey. And I'm thankful to Allah that Imani Gray-Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, had wisdom to reject the science that caused masses to be telepathic. Islam.